Good afternoon, everybody. Good evening here live in Eureka, where a major explosion just happened. First responders are here on scene. The freeway is blocked leading up to the corner of Washington and Highway 101, right at Leon's Motors, but this does not appear to be related to Leon's Motors. This fire is happening in the Fiesta Café parking lot. We did see what looks like the trail of the explosion debris here through the parking lot, and now another engine is coming. First responders have asked me to stay back, so I am doing that, although there are bystanders within a few feet of me here in the parking lot of Leon's, and I can say this does not look safe. This does not appear to be safe for bystanders or pedestrians at this time. Behind me, they do have the road blocked. And here, as I've just arrived on scene, I heard that explosion. It did rattle my car as I was parking. So I'm getting some space now, and you can see here bystanders are in proximity. They have been told to stay back as well. Other cars in the parking lot at the Fiesta Café and Cantina on Washington are still there. I can't tell really if fire has spread, although I do see a white pickup truck that appears to have been impacted by the fire and the debris there. Do have our photographer Mark McKenna on scene now, so we expect some images will be resulting from this in addition to the live stream, and of course we are reaching out to law enforcement to get some details. Again, if you're just joining us here now in Eureka, we are live at the corner of Washington and Highway 101, Broadway, where upon my arrival here, I did hear a huge explosion and come around the corner seeing this debris scattered all the way through the parking lot of Leon's Car Care here. I'll show you that. So officers here about to put up some perimeter tape. They are still trying to contain the scene. So I don't believe the fire is actually in the building. From what I can see, and this is just preliminary, it does appear that the fire, and it stinks, is coming from a vehicle there in the parking lot. And boy does that smoke stink, okay? So officers are here carefully securing the scene. And again, we do not know what has occurred exactly. We will get those details from law enforcement and first responders as soon as possible, although clearly they do have their hands full.
So this impact here forward, that's all crime scene. That's why they're telling us to get out of there. Like, you were standing in evidence. I know, but you're literally standing here.
Okay, so here we have crime scene tape designating a perimeter on the scene here, and law enforcement has asked us to not be in the parking lot of Leon's Car Care for that reason. So again, here's where the crime scene tape is in front of me. You can see this debris trail. Now, if people had been standing in the parking lot, that explosion, what I do believe to have been an explosion from what I heard and what I'm seeing now, this is pretty intense. Firefighter Tyson there was just asking the bystanders if anybody had been hurt while standing here, because as you can see, it's a big rock, came from probably the sidewalk over there, but you can see the amount of damage that was caused here. We try to zoom in now. Less smoke is giving us a better view. And of course we are after the close of business here, so luckily this parking lot was empty, it appears. Look at this. I'm gonna go get a different angle here. You can see the debris everywhere. I just stepped on something. Okay, so again, go to kimkemp.com, check out Redheaded Blackbelt for details. We are getting some information that whatever we learn will be posted shortly at kimkemp.com. That's KYMKEMP.com. I did see an ambulance come and go again.
One of the guys got out.
Sorry about that wobble. Huh. Did you guys witness anything?
I was going down, I was going that way, and I saw him going this way, like 80, 90 miles an hour down the center lane.
Yeah. The driver?
The van, yeah.
So it went through this, it went this way?
Yep.
Okay, okay. So everybody, of course, developing details on scene here. We're being told that somebody behind me here did witness a truck. Was it a truck or a van?
It's a New Life service van. Yeah.
I'm being told, and I can't confirm this from my vantage point here, but I'm being told it's a New Life service van that essentially careened across the parking lot here. There. And landed there.
Which bus you are from?
Redheaded, Blackbelt. KimKemp.com. Yes. So this is, according to the bystander witness here, this is the path that the truck or van took here, and then careened across the street through the fence into the parking lot of Fiesta Café. That is just preliminary reports here on the scene from a witness here who says that they saw that happen. So that does make sense based on this debris path here, and it does line up with the landing spot there, the eventual resting place of that vehicle. So again, go to Redheaded Blackbelt for official details here as we confirm what we're seeing live on the street here, as we compare that to what law enforcement has to offer. We look forward to bringing you the facts of the matter. And of course, we hope that nobody's been injured here, although it would be hard to believe that the driver is okay. We are waiting to hear more details about that, if indeed this was a car accident as reported by the bystander.
So they hit the curb way up the corner.
So if you're just now joining us here, what initially appeared to be a fire at one of these industrial buildings, turns out it may well have been a car accident, creating that smoke. There was a huge plume of black smoke that drew my attention over to this area along with sirens. And so arriving here, it was not clear immediately what had occurred, and now we are hearing from witness testimony here people who were standing here witnessed the driver of what they described to be a New Life service van crashing right here and careening through the parking lot to eventually come to rest there in the parking lot of the Fiesta Café. So if I zoom in down here, you can also see law enforcement is also at the far corner at the oil stop location down there, probably diverting traffic, but not sure what else might be there. If there may be a second collision scene, we're not sure. So as soon as possible, we'll be updating our pending article. We'll be updating those details with confirmations and any further information we can get from the public information officer today.
Something.com, what was it?
Redheaded Blackbelt at kimkemp.com. Okay. Not me. Okay, so this is looks to be a point of impact here, and then of course following the debris pattern there, trail through the parking lot all the way to Fiesta Café. There you can see them in the back of the van there.
Way over there. You see where the Tesla is? It's right next to it.
And he did about the impact of tires.
Oh, that's it. That's it. There's a sign on the side right here. There's that coat sticking up there.
Let's see. So while I'm waiting for further details to be confirmed on my end, it's possible that the article is being updated as we speak, so you can go to kimkemp.com at Redheaded Blackbelt for the details on this developing matter. as you can see, the first responders, Eureka police, and fire personnel do very much have their hands full right now. So I'm not able to get some questions answered right away here on the scene. But if you go to Redheaded Blackbelt at kymkemp.com, they will be updating an article as soon as possible with further information for the public. And as we speak, the highway is still shut down here on Broadway. There's no traffic getting around this, so please do avoid the area. Go around the waterfront drive area if you need to get around on the outskirts of Eureka here. Broadway is shut down near Washington Street and a few blocks on either side there, so you cannot get close to this driving on Broadway.
Holy moly, macanoli.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't know if they're okay. Luckily, everybody in the restaurant's okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
no,
good.
they're all over on the corner.
Yeah. Okay, okay.
But I'm glad everybody's, God almighty.
So I'm being told a community member here is informing me that people who were in the restaurant at the time have been safely evacuated to a nearby corner, so they are off scene, but clearly they're not able to return to their vehicles at this time. And there appears to be a lot of collateral damage over there. Although, again, it remains to be seen as far as injuries. We certainly hope that the ambulance we saw earlier may have been able to assist. Okay, so now we're seeing unmarked vehicles have arrived here. They're going to bring in some investigative elements here. I do see Commander LaFrance is here now, and so he will be assisting in the investigation portion of this incident. That's his role. Works with CSET a lot, so let's see, he's on the scene there. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. You can see them talking and updating the situation. We do also, of course, have Highway Patrol, being that this is Highway 101 here, going through Eureka. Okay, I can see some tire marks here that do kind of line up exactly with that trajectory. Yeah, I got a couple of people were talking to me about it, but not on camera. So, but yeah, they said he wrecked here. This was a New Life service.
Oh, dude, you got the Photoshop. Remember, Hill had me trained to tell him to suck it in. Before I said this.
You're live.
Dude, forgot to tell me.
Hey, Sheldon.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to push you guys back all the way to Grant Street. All the way to Grant Street. That way.
Are we good to stay here or do we gotta go?
You guys can just go like right over
Yeah, if you want, I can talk to you. Back in one second.
Certainly, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, so we are shuttling across the street here to a safer location out of any realm of evidence. And we do look forward to talking with an officer soon. So I'm going to keep the live stream going for a little bit longer here in hopes of getting some comment from Commander LaFrance as to this ongoing investigation and what may have occurred here. If there are any injuries, we'll find that out as well. Okay, so to give you a perspective here, we're being asked to stay over here while the public is asked not to go farther than Grant Street, and you can see the tape going around there. So they are literally blocking off the entire block here. There will be no traffic on foot or otherwise. Way back there, huh? Okay, so people are still navigating where's okay to be. Pardon the wobbles for a second. I am attaching a battery because we want to keep the live stream going for you all.
Kids were still walking out. There was one boy that was happening.
Like what age range? 10. So community member here is also noting that a team of young baseball players was just about to enjoy a meal at Fiesta Café when this all occurred.
All right. Yeah. I know to call. Let me call me on.
Okay, and again, we don't have quite as good of a vantage point from here, but we are waiting to hear from Commander LaFrance. I mean, you can see the debris is just everywhere throughout the street, so they are trying to make sure that community members are not inadvertently walking through evidence and complicating matters further here. So.
They're gonna pull out the LiDAR.
Okay, so they're going to need to assess the path that the vehicle took. So they're pulling out some equipment to be able to do that.
The firefighter.
walk a little bit this direction and see what I can see from this angle here. And if they tell me to get back, I shall get back. Okay, so when I first arrived on scene, I was standing over on the sidewalk right near that that fallen road sign. So, giving you an idea of the distance I now have to keep here. Okay, so we're waiting to hear some details from Commander Leonard LaFrance of the Eureka Police Department. He is right here getting some equipment out, and they are going to do some investigative work on the crash site and the burnt vehicle. So you can also see Humboldt Bay firefighters are in action, taking care of as much of the fire mop-up as possible over there. And again, the scene is shut down on the other end of 101-2. As you can see, let me get a good angle here. You can see traffic being diverted. So again, please avoid the area if you can. If you need to go make your way through Broadway, Eureka, take one of the alternative routes, either around the waterfront or B Street will get you pretty far. But do not try to come over here. So everything is shut down. So again, one interesting detail that we did hear from an eyewitness to the crash, which is actually the first time that I was informed that it was a crash rather than a burning building or just a vehicle fire. The individual described the car, the van, as a New Life Services van. And that is something that we can't confirm immediately, but if true, potentially raises more questions. So we're interested to know, of course, if the driver is okay. And, you know, the rate of speed that they were potentially traveling at in order to take them through so many obstacles into a fenced parking lot, that's remains to be seen. And also eyewitnesses are reporting that the vehicle actually jumped the curb somewhere over here before continuing through Leon's parking lot there all the way to the eventual place inside the Fiesta Café parking lot. Okay, you know what? I may shut down the live stream at this point. I don't know if they're going to be able to talk to me soon because it does look like they're busy. So let me see if I can get some further information. Okay, so we're going to stay live for a little while longer. We're hoping for some details here from law enforcement before we lose daylight entirely here on scene. But of course, I believe that they're probably working under that pressure as well, trying to get details assessed before the lights go dim here. Sun sets pretty soon. Okay, and I do believe I'm seeing a coroner's vehicle. Is that the coroner? Somebody's upset.
It's gonna be a while. I'm trying to get your number.
Okay, he seems to be agitated that he's not able to drive through. Perhaps he's stuck on the other side of this. Okay, a regrettable, sad development here at this moment. We can confirm the sheriff's coroner has arrived on scene.
Hey, Trap. Block both lanes, and then I'm gonna have these guys block the other two. He's a little upset he can't get his stuff. It's all about me, right? Huh? It's all about me. Well, I wouldn't say that, but...
Okay, so the evening fog layer is descending here on us, and streets are still closed, locked down. Little bit of crowd control happening. People are trying to navigate their way around this scene. Okay, again, everybody, if you're just now joining us, we're here live in Eureka at Broadway and Washington Street. Several blocks are closed surrounding this area, so we're observing here what's going on, and I can tell you that we've learned that a vehicle crashed here. Let me zoom in on this section. Went through Leon's parking lot, across that street, and then into the let me get a better angle here, into the parking lot of Fiesta Café, right in there. So that resulted in a huge fire, a column of black smoke, what sounded like an explosion, and so we now have the coroner on scene. We're waiting for further details. So we've got Humboldt Bay Fire Department here. Was first on the scene responding, and Eureka Police Department arrived almost instantly as well, and tended to what appeared to be an immense fire, but then debris scattered everywhere. Eyewitnesses explained that in fact there was an accident, and the driver here, you can kind of see this firefighter is kind of gesturing down the street. That is where we're told the van in question crashed initially, and then sort of careened through here into the parking lot there at Leon's, which the beginning of this live stream clearly shows all of that detail because I was able to be right there on that sidewalk. So then made its way through the parking lot across the street and into Fiesta Café parking lot, which is a fairly popular restaurant in Eureka and was full of patrons at the time, including a baseball team of young kids, like around the age of 10, is what I'm told by, I believe, their coach or one of the parents who was here, community member, expressing some relief that people were able to get out of the building safely. So, as we wait for details here, you can go to Redheaded Blackbelt at kimkemp.com, KYMKEMP.com, and we will post any updates to this story as soon as we have them there at the website. So first responders here, police detectives, evidence experts, firefighters, CHP, city police, all of them on scene working to tidy this up and get details confirmed. Okay, and there's a drone above us. I'm not sure if you can see that, but do trust me, there's a drone. I'm not sure. I can't confirm whether it's a private drone or a police drone, but that will be one of my questions. Eureka police are telling people it's going to be a while. I can hear them advising this gentleman here that it's really going to be a while, so I'm factoring that in as well. And again, the coroner has arrived here on scene. And so based on that and some radio traffic that we're monitoring, we do believe there's a fatality, which we'll be reporting on that as soon as we get those details. So for now, preliminary reports here from the scene and details to be confirmed in an article at kymkemp.com, so you can go check that out at Redheaded Blackbelt. As soon as we have information, we will add it to the updated article. And you can also see a Caltrans vehicle arriving. Okay, so I think we're about to see them examine the pathway here. Thank you. Okay. Okay. Well, we are live here at Redheaded Blackbelt. Commander LaFrance?
Yes.
Hi. Okay, so can you tell us what happened here, how it started, and if indeed there is a fatality?
So I don't have a ton of information for you.
Okay.
What we do know is about 18:53 hours or 6:53 p.m.
Yeah.
We had a vehicle traveling northbound on Broadway and approximately on Grant Street here. The vehicle, for some reason, went off the road. You can see the debris field. Entered the sidewalk, went through Leon's, continued north past West Washington, and then into the parking lot of Fiesta Café, and collided with about 7 or 8 vehicles.
7 or 8 vehicles. Okay. Any word on injuries or fatalities?
So we have our criminal investigations unit with our major traffic and fatality traffic collision team is here. They're investigating the fatality that occurred in one of the vehicles.
Okay. Okay. Was that the vehicle that that crashed?
At this time, I believe so. Yes.
Okay. Okay. And then, as far as people in the restaurant, can you give us any feedback on them? Are they safe and evacuated and all that?
Yeah, I believe there were. Again, this is preliminary information.
Sure.
Information we received that there were some individuals or customers were inside the parking lot, and so they were hit by some debris. They were transported to the hospital. I'm not sure their status right now, but I do not believe it's serious or major in nature.
Okay. Okay. And then, can you comment on the type of vehicle that was?
Yep. So what I know right now, it's some type of Eurovan. That is the vehicle that was driving and came off the road into the parking lot.
Okay. Okay. We did have a bystander witness say that they observed it to be a New Life Services van. So I'm wondering if you can confirm that or comment.
I'm not sure I'm not sure. I don't know.
Okay. Thank you for that.
But if they did see that and they haven't talked to our detectives yet, ask them to please call the 707-441-4300 line.
Okay, gotcha. Anything to add? I know this looks like it's going to be ongoing for a while with the cleanup.
Yeah, we're here for a while. Caltrans assisting us with CHP, so we're going to be here for several hours tonight, so we'd appreciate people avoid the area. If you're going to come through Eureka, go the back route through Herrick to F, and then if you're going to come southbound on Broadway, you're going to have to push around back to the east on 7th Street and then go south on another direction, another route.
Okay. Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem.
Appreciate it. Okay, everybody, there you have it. That is the comment from Commander Leonard LaFrance of the Eureka Police Department as they continue to assess the damage and gather details here. They want to always be very careful and cautious before confirming any rumors or statements made by bystanders, and so that is, of course, why I've asked him about that, because we want to know the facts of the matter as well. So appreciate that from Commander LaFrance. And with that, I think that we can shut it down. And any further information you can find at kimkemp.com at the Redheaded Blackbelt's website.